For justice. Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up!
Don't get frostbite.
Let me weave you a verse.
Go and splash!
Guide us.
Go and splash!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Know my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Dodge this!
I swear by my sword! Let's light it up!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it! What's the hurry? Dodge this!
outlines your fate.
Go and splend!
Rain outlines your fate.
Go and splend!
I hope the others find some. Let's light it up!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Go and splend!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your... Wait, hear me!
Dodge this! What's the hurry?
Why do they never miss?
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Go and splend!
Cool it!
No, my sword! Body and rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Everybody stand back! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Barbados, guide us! Let's light it up!
Dodge this!
Off we go!
Go and splend!
This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Let's get down to
Another test
business.
subject.
Freeze!
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa!
That single that tingle?
Cool it!
Let's light it up! Why do they never miss? I swear by my sword!
You're the berry. Don't get frostbite.
Everybody stand back!
The wrong test subject.
Rain outlines your fate.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Rain cutter!
Free!
Cheap tricks.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Oh, so sorry.
Go and splash!
Wind, hear me!
This battle.
I hope the others find some. No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up!
Dodge this! Freeze!
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this!
Go and splash!
Let's get down to business!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Don't get frostbite!
I swear by my sword!
To the berry! To the berry! Cool it!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gurwa.
Dodge this! What's the hurry?
Everybody stand back! Wind, hear me!
Go and splash!
Body and mind.
Oh, so sorry.
Let's light it up! No, my sword! Ring cutter! Body and mind. What is the situation? Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
These are all the snacks I have. Please, let's go faster. You can find everything.
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up! Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Shine down!
Today. Freeze.
Let's light it up!
Finally,
There is no escape!
to the very
Shine down! There is no escape! Let's light it up!
Let's get down to
Teamwork is
business.
dreamwork! Shine down! Let's light it up!
My blade. To the very dodge this. Finally, no.
Adventure time! Off we go!
There she is! Dinyarzad! We're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you... Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to...
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and...
Oh, you two must be exhausted from... I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're Paimon's so ready.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival, too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, Traveler. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Off we go!
Traveler.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all.
You've worked so hard for this.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an... Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Kapulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young... Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too! Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay.
They say the Xeris Festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
The diviners
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeras would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children... In the few short days it took to prepare for the
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of All right, little soldiers, take your
Yes, Knight!
Just what is going...
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeras Festival icon, and one immensely...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's
As are we.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies?
Whichever one... Don't these boxes...
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty...
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor. It's all right. Paimon believes in...
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately horror fruit.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival.
Really? Thanks a lot!
It's Night of Flowers.
Paimon, real.
They all basically sound the same.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I'll. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, help!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we...
Don't speak so disrespectfully.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right.
Please be careful.
Don't waste your time worrying about me.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Any more of them? Or rather...
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normal.
Please, let me take a...
Come on, it's...
Hold on, you said... It can't be. The anon...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and... Yours...
Thank you very much.
Don't be like...
Are you feeling unwell again?
My lady, your condition... Traveler...
Truly, I'm...
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
Can't believe it's Ella.
Oh, Sumeru's...
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to compare to this. I know that my family loves me deep. Did you know? Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's not to mention this way. When my final day does arrive, at the very least, many people will remember that
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of thanks. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Nilu? And with that...
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus Festival. If we can't...
The Sub-Zerus Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like...
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zerus Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you...
No! I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the Goddess of Flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You...
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or... we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zerus so much. And I know how important this festival is to you.
It's okay. Seeing you, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus Fest.
If you say so.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the... Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you... We should go meet Dunyarzad, right? Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the...
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the...
You are quite well.
Actually, what?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like...
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking at...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will...
Understood.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still... So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flower.
Oh, do you want...
What's the pic... Ooh!
And there's also lizard...
Traveler, help Paimon pick...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just... A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you... In that case, Paimon also felt some... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't, and...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never... That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just so... Would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go... Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but
Kidnappers? Oh my...
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a big rip.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dinyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose...
Oh, Paimon.
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zero...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou?
Oh,
It's okay.
but you've been real...
It truly isn't.
True, but...
The next...
Wait,
no, nothing. I'll be...
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Ah! So, in the end, you still could... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired of... Anyway...
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you—
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sabzeruz Fest. Oh, are you interested in Yal?
Not—
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender. And there's also lizard tail.
Huh? What would— He'll help me choose.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in the other flavor.
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sabzeruz festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this... 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories. What about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to..." My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be... That should be it. The flow of time.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before...
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your culture? I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back... What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Anyway...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is hot.
You're really excited about... So, you're admitting...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet. What you just said. Are you serious?
I knew you weren't going to believe...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you.
When you say it like that...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more, the book only says...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. Yeah. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers.
I'm fine, my lady. It's
perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
The moon, illusions, and lies. That doesn't sound right. My mind feels exhausted. People in Sumeru don't... Dia sold her greatsword to raise...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
Alright, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in any...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my...
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real...
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad. And
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret, or...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating... So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge...
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to...
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound right. I need to... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wit. That doesn't sound right. My mind...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida?
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell me.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. nighttime. Aside from Dia... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got up. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we...
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey! What kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? This tomorrow truly... It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn to get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of... In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your mind.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess...
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice?
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though... That doesn't sound right. I need to... The beep is a The moon... illusions... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha... We've already experienced... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully... That doesn't sound right.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet! It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day, but... Muscle memory can't be erased. That's why...
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with?
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get...
Don't think too hard about it.
Alright then, let me get this straight.
Yes, your memory's being erased
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from... Whew! I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also... But at least we've reached some... Yep, that's true. So strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or how about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about...
back early today. Did you find something?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that.
We did? But we don't remember anything.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before...
Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that... Well, where's she...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stored.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters. This is a good spot. And the guard... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Oh, Paimon... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you...
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were...
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big out, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how could...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for...
Yep! Now we're talking!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status.
We'll never know until we try. At least, let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. Okay, see you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? That doesn't sound right. My impression is that each...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space the Sub-Zero's festival also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey, where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think? All right.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. We've already experienced... People in Sumeru don't dream. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... the moon illusions. That doesn't sound right. The moon... That doesn't sound right. I need to... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha rely... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together, right?
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
That doesn't sound right.
It is the manifestation of the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage... My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right. We've already experienced... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your mind. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced. Secondly, that's because people don't so whenever—
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after we—
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's—
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this?
You might say you're mental, especially the—
People's lives are at—
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. And for Traveler, do you have any—
The Grand Sage said,
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean— deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into—
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what?
He's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like—
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy— You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she stepped far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sick.
To prevent more tragedies like this,
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create that means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness, which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyar's, but we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the... Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything's
fine. Just...
an experiment?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival?
Less questions! More wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem... I've also wondered if...
So, you have a crush on...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy... What she didn't realize was that I'm... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The Homayanis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright, knock... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some...
That's close enough.
A new punch.
Lucky today?
Let's light it up!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Now you shall perish!
I'll be back.
Go and splash! Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out, yeah. This is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote, even though she was also busy, but she must have wanted to give this to us as a... If we hadn't, but now that we know... Hey! Where are you off to?
Off we go! Adventure time!
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about me.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Off we go! If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
Oh. Traveler? You don't have...
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to wait. Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they simply...
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flower.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Turnip, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the Goddess of Flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What is the purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be... So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, as far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to... All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon... The Dendro Archon smiled. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went up...
Yes, but his faith and determination...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. It is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super... Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zerus festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw Neil...
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zerus festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
What's going on? Why are you two...
It's actually...
Oh?
Penny's Adventure Team, assemble! Off we go! Adventure time! we go! Adventure time!
Let's talk about Dinner.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter, and once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, such a small where both will gradually fade until they— I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it's—
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the—
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone—
Alright. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
At the Avidia Forest,
You also heard some of—
Yeah! So you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their
Okay, so...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other facts. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine.
Theoretically, the Akasha, I've always
what about your own—
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages—
In some way, and I'm still really far away from being
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the—
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There has never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first. I wonder what caused them to go down even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. If the traveler— I tried to do some investigating. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. You mean how the Akasha stops—
Yeah,
It's not that
misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom, even if with their besides. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never— Anyway, by now, even those who got it, I hope my answers were satisfying. To be honest— Oh, And you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Let's go find some treasure. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Off we go! Off we go! Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time!